Now let's check a few other effects. How about a little bit of distortion in that leading melody? Let's focus on the subtractor. For this I'm going to use the Scream 4 distortion. Select and drag it just underneath the subtractor. Damage control is the amount of distortion. Let's just play it to see how it sounds. You have different types of distortions here, from overdrive to distortion, fuzz, tube, tape, feedback, modulate, warp, digital, and scream. Parameter 1 and parameter 2. According to whatever you select, you're going to be able to change these two parameters. For example, if I select the tube, parameter 1 is going to be contour, parameter 2 is going to be bias. Let's try that one. Built-in equalizer. Body. As you can see, the distortion adds a lot of warmth and grittiness to the sound. It can be really good. Now, how about the drums? To the drums I'm going to add some compression. If you read the compression readings this week, you will know that with a compressor you are able to compress the dynamic range, and depending on how you tweak it, you can get really punchier sounds. So, of the compressors we have here, definitely recommend the M-class compressor. Let's hear the drums before and after the compressor. Click and drag. And now I'm going to tweak some of the parameters, such as the input gain, threshold, adaptive release, compression amount. Let's compare it by bypassing it back and forth. So you can see the sound is a little bit more punchier. Let's play it in context. Okay, so definitely my mix is adding another type of dimension. Now I should be able to hear if I want to use the built-in EQ of the mixer. For example, my lead, my subtractor has a little bit of too much of high end, so I'm going to cut the treble here, now a little bit more of bass. And now I'm going to apply again to my main melody a filter, envelope control filter, and I'm going to drag it just underneath the distortion unit. So now the sound is going to come out of the subtractor into the distortion unit, into my envelope control filter, and back to my mixer. Click and drag. Let's take a look by hitting the tab key. Audio output into the distortion, out from the distortion into the filter, and the filter going back to my mixer. Let's hear it. Okay, I definitely want to automate the frequency knob. This time I'm going to do it with my mouse. So edit automation, I'm just doing that so I automatically create the filter track right here. I'm going to select it, record enable it, and just start recording. Okay, that was an interesting automation, and I think I will want to repeat it the second time around that my melody comes in. So I'm just going to copy it by click and dragging while holding the Option key. So now it will repeat the same type of automation. As you can see, when I rewind, I have this automated parameter